Edward will govern Aquitaine. Lionel will go to Ireland. The Scottish already give us their allegiance. And your sons and those they command will serve you well, but our old fraternity is lost. Brave Northampton is dead. Thomas Holland and Reginald Cobham are ailing, and many others are frail, taken one by one as night steals away the day. All gone, and I soon to follow. You have pursued your ambition, Edward. You have achieved greatness for this kingdom, and such an inheritance must have its guardian. When the time comes, who among the many leads by common consent?
A man of loyalty, who will speak his mind even at great risk to himself.
Lancaster gave Edward a querying look. The king knew full well of whom he spoke. "Blackstone," said the king quietly. Lancaster smiled. "As you said, dear friend, you are never wrong."
Part 1. In the King's Name. Limousin, France, December 1361. Chapter 1. Thomas Blackstone's men rode to their deaths. As they eased their horses through the town's narrow streets, Sir Gilbert Kildare watched the townspeople who moments before had cheered their arrival. Now, their faces filled with panic, some quickly turned away, others scuttled behind pillars. Kildare knew immediately that he and his men had been lured into a trap by the ill-named Breton lord Bernard de Charité, who commanded the citadel of Saint-Aubin-la-Fère. Before he could call out a warning, crossbowmen appeared on the walls, and the first bolts struck home. Horses reared, men fell. An animal-like cry then soared up from the citizens, as lust for the Englishman's death twisted their features anew. Some dared to dash forward onto the bloodied ground and seize the fallen men's weapons. Soldiers appeared from the side streets and shop doorways, and roughly pushed the townsmen aside to plunge sword and knife into Blackstone's wounded and dying men. Kildare heeled his mount as his sword slashed two soldiers reaching up for him. Swinging the blade in swift, practiced arcs, he slew three more as his war-horse kicked and turned. Kildare was no stranger to the melee of war. He had fought at Blackstone's side since the boy became a man, and together they had taken part in every great battle and victory the English had secured in France and Italy. Now he was going to die in a piss-stinking alleyway. Swordsmen, jabbing low, thrust their blades deep into his horse's flanks and chest. The wild-eyed animal bellowed in pain, and Kildare cursed as he crashed down into the mud. Desperately trying to parry the blows that assaulted him, he ripped his shield free from its saddle ties and rammed his sword upwards into the groin of one of his attackers. In his agony, the man barged into the others, while Kildare, twisting, managed to haul the shield across his body. He felt the heavy impact as a mace slammed into it. A blade jabbed at his side. Slithering away, he struck out at a man's ankles and felt the steel cut deeply through unprotected flesh. The man fell, writhing, further obstructing the attackers, his screams joining the cacophony that echoed off the town's walls. One of the attackers threw himself across Kildare's shield, smothering him with his weight, as others grabbed his arms and yanked him upright. They had him now. Sweat and blood stung his eyes. He saw Blackstone's men going down from the overwhelming assault. Jack Halfpenny's archers had had no chance to unsheathe their war-bows, so the battle-hardened men, the backbone of King Edward's army, fought with archer's knife, sword, and raw courage. An English archer's bow was of little use in